Welcome back, Harbor Rock fans, into another parking lot preview here at White House Field. Mike Najarian, Matt Ford-Wellman. It's another day. Bit of a bitter taste in some Hyannis Harbor Hawks mouths right now. It's kind of a tough one. YD walked us off last night. Mike, talk us through what that game was like. I wasn't there, unfortunately. I had to live it, vicariously through Mike and Tim. But talk to me what that was like.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough end to what was a really fun baseball game between the two teams. The two best teams in the Cape League were facing off. It was expected to be a fun matchup. It was. YD jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the fourth inning, but then Hyannis bats started coming back. We've talked about it a lot this season. When they don't score early, they tend to get in some trouble. Wasn't the case on Sunday. They scored 2 in the fifth, cut the deficit to 1. In the eighth inning, they took the lead. A big triple by Gabe Camacho that scored the tying run, and then he scored on a sac fly from Andrew Williamson. Everything felt great heading into the ninth. They had Ryan Speciak, their closer, coming in. It seemed like it was going to be the biggest win of the season for the Harbor Hawks, and arguably the biggest game of the season. And then after getting the first out, he ran into some trouble. He walked the 8-hole hitter, the number 9 hitter who had pinch hit in the 6th or the 7th inning. He doubled off the left field wall, kind of put him in a tough spot. And then after intentionally walking the leadoff hitter to load the bases, it was just a bloop single that fell in between Ryan McKay and Jason Walk. Really just no play for them to make. 2 runs scored. It was kind of deflating loss for the Hawks, but after the game, Mitch Carricker said, close games like that, that's what makes baseball fun.
All right, Mike, what is Hyannis going to face today at Harwich? Kind of coming off that loss, who are they going to have to go up against?
Yeah, so Harwich is throwing Freddie Rodriguez on the mound, right-handed pitcher from Hawaii, Sacramento, California native. His last appearance was a week ago against the Chatham Anglers. His best outing of the season, 5 1/3 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, just 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. This is going to be his 3rd start of the summer. After mostly working in relief in Hawaii, he had 2 starts, 24 relief appearances, picked up 2 saves in just over 52 innings, had a 3.1 ERA, 1.09 WHIP. He was really had a solid season for Hawaii, and he's carrying that into the Cape League so far. He has a ERA and WHIP both under 1. He's been really reliable for Harwich, and he's going to be facing Hawaii teammate Matt Mura tonight for the Harbor Hawks.
So, Hyannis has done a great job so far at taking down some good pitching, kind of picking them apart, walking, battling in some at-bats. I think they're looking to do something similar today. The lineup switch is a little aggressive. I can't say moving Matt Mura out of the 1 hole is questionable because, we have so many good players on the team this year, but it definitely seems like a player is really hot in a position. You should keep him there. Matt Mura is going to have to go up against Hawaii teammate in the number 2 slot. Hyannis on the mound today, taking a bit of a pivot here. Thomas Crabtree, the Tennessee right-hander. 2.3 innings so far, a bit of a short relief session, a start. A couple weeks back, or about a week or so back. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs given up. Just really a consistent, efficient start for Crabtree. I think we're going to see a similar short start for him, Mike. I think we're going to get a bit of, a bullpen game today, maybe 2, 3, or 4 pitchers from Hyannis, which seems to be kind of their speciality, contrary to what last night would show you. The Hawks bullpen has been kind of their rock. It's been kind of get through the starting pitching, get to the bullpen, and that's where the success kind of flows through. I can't even really say, looking back at last night, Mike, that's Hyannis' game to lose. It felt like they, beat them in the offensive battle. Hyannis had 6 Ks, YD had 10. You strike out more typically, you can bet to hit less, and they did. Hyannis had 8 hits. Hyannis had 8 hits. YD had 6. That's not really a great stack up, but YD got it done when it counted. Hyannis had some clutch hitting, wasn't quite enough. It was a little bit of a break in the system, so to speak, Mike. And I think that's something that they're going to look to tighten up. Mitch Carricker has all the faith in the world in the bullpen, and I think that's what he's going to do tonight. He's going to put faith in the bullpen. He's going to refocus, center, and this is going to be a really bounce-back night for the Hawks.
Yeah, he put faith in the bullpen on Sunday against YD because Carson Yasa had a bit of a shorter start, but Santi Garcia really saved a lot of bullets in that bullpen. Pitched 4 no-hit innings. After Mason Russell made his Harbor Hawks debut in relief of Carson Yasa. Didn't have the smoothest day, but Santi Garcia certainly did. 4 strikeouts, 4 hitless innings. They've got a lot of bullets in that bullpen available tonight because of the work he did.
I really think it's Hyannis' game to lose tonight. They're going to come in with a lot of spitfire. I know we're at White House tonight, Mike, but I really feel as if, it can be Hyannis' game from the get-go. They seem to get ahead early. They didn't do that last night against YD. It took them 4 innings to really get going. If Hyannis can strike early, the game stories would show they're in the running to really win this game. And I think that's what Mitch Carricker's preaching. Let's go get them early. We're away at somebody else's field. Let's get out there before they can even get in the box. Let's tighten up the pitching. Let's get to that bullpen. And let's just, have a good, solid, clean game. And I think that goes right into a score prediction. I think we're going to see a close one, but a downright victory. 6-4. I think it's going to go to Hyannis. I think they're going to put up 6 runs. It's going to be split across 3 parts of the game, early, middle, last. And I think we're going to see the bullpen really shut down after Harwich gets a little bit of rhythm.
What do you think for player of the game? This is Owen.
Yeah. Player of the game, I think it's only fair that Ray Velasquez gets a mention here. He's in the 4 spot. He's moving up. He's been such a consistent hitter this year. He's always found ways to make at-bats tough, and I think that's really, his strong suit. I think him and Ryan McKay in the 4 and 5 spot are going to be a really tough duo that can be 15 pitches right there. So he's going to get my player of the game. He's going to have some RBIs.
Yeah, it's hard, definitely hard to overlook Velasquez and McKay there, but I'm going to go to the top of the order. Not quite Matt Mura, but Jason Walk. Jason Walk has had he's been incredible lately. He's been one of the best bats in the Harbor Hawk lineup. He's been rewarded. This is his 2nd game in a row batting leadoff after hitting leadoff against YD. I'm a little sad personally that we're going to be robbed of a potential Matt Mura first pitch of the game home run against a Hawaii teammate like we saw against Orleans, but you can't hate Jason Walk being in the leadoff spot right now because he's absolutely earned it. So give me Jason Walk, player of the game, and I don't think we're gonna need a save situation tonight. Give me 7-3 in favor of Hyannis.
All right, 7-3 in favor of Hyannis. We got 6-4. It feels pretty even. It's going to be a good game all around. We'll probably get out of here about 9:30. You can expect to see some stories up. Hopefully, 11-12. I don't know if our audience is up that late, but I hope they keep their eyes open and peeled for stories tomorrow morning. Then.
That's right.
All right, Mike. What do we got for them?
Go Hawks!